Hey everyone, welcome to the Tabletop Spotlight, the weekly show where we show off a bunch of cool new stuff you can pick up at your favorite local gaming store. I'm Adam.
And I'm Matt, and let's check out all our games of the week. If you've always dreamed about role-playing heroes like Lara Croft, Nathan Drake, or Indiana Jones, you need to check out Broken Compass. Broken Compass is a new RPG that focuses on the pulp era of action movies like Indiana Jones or The Mummy. Forget all that sword and sorcery. In Broken Compass, you'll be using your guns and wits to beat your rivals to the treasure. So start on your adventure today with Broken Compass.
Paizo's back with more Pathfinder goodies and Starfinder stuff this week at your favorite local gaming store. First up, the Pathfinder core rulebook is back in stock. It's been a while. Something weird happened in the industry back in, January, and people were looking for some other games to play, and it was kind of hard to find the core rulebook, but it's back and in stock. To go along with the return of the core rulebook, there's also the new Stolen Fate Adventure Path. This is the Choosing chapter. The Choosing is a complete adventure for characters who are level 11 through 13. On the Starfinder side, we have the Drift Hackers Adventure Path. This is actually the conclusion for the Drift Crisis, so if you've been keeping up with that adventure path, this is the final chapter in that. This is designed for characters who are level 11th and higher. Whether you're playing Starfinder or Pathfinder, there's something for you in stores today.
Create your perfect island in Earth. In Earth, each player is creating their own island, choosing their own climate and ecosystem, as well as the flora and fauna that will populate the island. Which combination of these components you choose will determine which actions you can take on your turn, as well as which resources you'll collect. You'll use those resources to grow your island even further to gain more victory points. If you're a fan of games like Wingspan, you will love the engine builder Earth.
Can you believe it's been 20 years since Maids the Ascension had its Victorian Age book? Because this is the 20th anniversary edition. With the Maids the Ascension Victorian Age sourcebook, you can run your Maids the Ascension games in the Victorian Age. Victorian Mage includes advice and materials for running your Maids the Ascension game in the Victorian Age, obviously. This is an era where the Order of Reason is rising up to fight the traditions that falter. It's the time before the Technocratic Union has really risen up. The Council of the Nine is now merely 8. There are new rules reflecting how the differences in magic work during this age. There's also a gazetteer of the Victorian world that touches on the different cultures and conflicts happening across the globe during this age. So if you're looking to take your Maids the Ascension game back in time, check out the Victorian Age with the 20th anniversary edition.
Looking for a game to raise your spirits? Check out Distilled. In Distilled, you have inherited a distillery from a distant relative, and you'll be using your distillery to create 1 out of 15 different global spirits. In this highly thematic resource management game, you will be collecting various ingredients, hiring unique specialists, all to create a unique spirit all your own. How long you age your spirit and how you choose to bottle it will all add up to your total victory points. Do you have what it takes to beat the competition and become the next master distiller? Find out in Distilled.
Fantasy Flight Games is back with a new way to play Twilight Imperium, with the Embers of the Imperium RPG expansion using the Genesis system. If you've ever wanted to play in the space opera campaign setting that is Twilight Imperium, now's your chance. You play as one of the Caleras, an agent of the Council tasked to eliminate threats. You're empowered with their Council's authority, but you also have the burden of their factionalism and infighting. Often unappreciated, unsupported, and all too often expendable, you and your core may be the only thing standing between the galaxy and destruction. Again, this is a supplement for the Genesis role-playing game system and includes a detailed guide to the galaxy of Twilight Imperium and most of the important worlds. It has overviews of each of the galactic powers. Obviously, it's got character creation for playing 15 different iconic species and 9 unique character careers, including the Covert Infiltrator, Orbital Drop Soldier, and Wayfarer. It's got all the new weapons, gear, vehicles, and starships that you can add to your games of Genesis. If you always wish you could play the RPG version of your 4-hour games of Twilight Imperium, you can now with Embers of the Imperium.
So those are all of our games of the week. Thanks to Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy here in Austin, Texas for hooking us up with everything you saw here today. And I'm Matt.
I'm Adam, we're from Bowls, and thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.